All right, guys, this is a hook idea to incentivize killers to go away from the hook. I'm going to read it from what I've wrote, and then I'll go over it a bit, and then I'll give you the gist at the very end and kind of the thing I would like to see, which I think would help. And I'd like a discussion about this in the comments for people who are interested and have some of our ideas. So yeah, first hook grants 1 point for the hook. Then if the killer, if killed first, on the hook, it's 1 point for the death. So basically, I'm reading what I've wrote yesterday or whatever, and whatever. So yeah, so 1 point for the hook, and then 1 point when they die. So you get 2 points if you face camp someone. Not amazing points, right? And this all can change point wise. You have to kind of see it as the idea, right? So the points might be anything, but I'm giving you like 1 and 1, so you understand that adds on to that. Do you get what I mean? Like it could be 500 points and then 5. You see, it's just saying 1 and then 1 because it's easy to understand, I believe, anyway. Also, each time a fresh hook happens, the person hooked receives a debuff of 10%. Once again, 10% could be 50%, it could be 5% onto all actions. The second fresh hook gets a +1 bonus, then the 1 for the hook and the 1 for the death. So I'll explain that. The first person who gets hooked, if you just hook that person and move away and get someone else hooked, he gets off and has a 10% debuff. So you actually get rewarded for letting the guy off by gens and healing going a bit slower. You see, so it slows down the game a bit, but you're rewarded for it. At the moment when you hook someone, you're scared to let that person go sometimes, because if that person goes, you lose your progress. If you don't get that person again all match, there were no reason even hooking him. The point-wise, nothing. And the damage to the game, i.e. speed of the game, not much, really. Not if they get off instantly. It's like they weren't even hooked. So this basically gives him a debuff. And it also incentivizes going after all the survivors, because then they all get the debuff. They all get that 10% or whatever percent it is. The variables are not fixed. This is just the idea, it's a concept. And also you get more points as well if you go after a fresh hook. So the first person will be 1 point, 1 point. That's 2 points. So you just get 2 points for a hook and then death, right? You go after the second person. That's 1 point. The second person gives you a bonus of 1 plus the hook. So that's 2 points and then 3. So you'd get 3 points if you face camp the second person. Already you're getting benefits from face camping. Well, not really face camping, but you're getting benefits from leaving someone, and even if you face camp the second person, you still get more than face camping the first person, and it keeps adding like this. So a good example, which I've wrote here, the thing is I kind of get ahead of myself because I'm talking about this and not reading where it is. Okay, here we go. So for example, the fourth survivor, so the fourth survivor after you've hooked all 3, the fourth one, would give you a bonus of 3 points. So you've got 3 survivors running around, all of them debuffed, right? So they're doing gen slower, healing slower, so you've got rewarded for them first hooks. They've all got a chance to get away again and get another chase, so they don't get face camped. There's none of that boring stuff. And the killer's getting rewarded for it, which is good because he did get the hook, so he should be rewarded. And then you go for the fourth person, you get 3 points bonus because it adds up 1, 1, 1 each time. So the first person you don't get a bonus, second person you get 1, third person you get 2, fourth person you get 3. So you get the 3 plus the 1, and then if you face camp that person, you'd get 5 points. So 2 points face camping the first person, 5 points face camping the fourth person. That's the best I've got it at the moment. I'm trying to think of a way for not tunneling and things like that, but that at least would make it, if you are going to face camp, every survivor gets at least 1 chase, like minimum. So that's kind of the idea. But what I want you to take away from it is debuff. Let the killer get some kind of debuff on the survivor, so there is a reason why he goes after all the survivors, and give him more points for fresh hooks. For people who haven't been hooked, he gets more points for it. That's kind of the idea. Obviously, it isn't completely watertight. It's just the concept. It's the vision at the moment. But I'm just trying to think of like how to make it where killers don't want to camp. Because I know I've got to rank 1 survivor now. And I can see that sometimes the killer plays a perfect game and he's still near enough losers. With the debuff, it'd help a lot. And then the killers who do camp pretty much get the same, not always, but get the same kind of points as killers who aren't really camping. This isn't like every single case, but I see it. I can see it happen. So giving an incentive, like I know for a fact, personally, and I try not to camp anyway, but if I hook someone and I'm like, he's got a debuff now, he's going to be weak for their team on gens, I can let that guy go. Good timing. Okay, I need to get this. It's food. So yeah, that's it. Comments below. Let's get a discussion.